is a very interesting morning after. I wonder whether, despite the polls saying that this is so close, too close to call, did you have an idea that we might be seeing this projected results we're seeing now?
I did think and fear that Trump would win, but not by this margin. And I thought even the Trump people, I believe, didn't think that he would win an outright majority of the vote, or that there would, I mean, he was setting it up to be contesting the election. This is in many ways a surprise, the margin. Biden won by 4 percentage points in 2020. Trump appears to be winning by 4 percentage points this year, a swing of 8 percentage points. It's, 14, 15 million Americans. Who are these people? Yes, we'll be digging into them. Some of it is white men shifting. Certainly the Hispanic vote has shifted. But you look around the country, as some of your correspondents have pointed out, I mean, even in places like New York City and California, there have been shifts toward Donald Trump.
Yeah, still a Democrat victory, but a better vote for Donald Trump than it was in 2020 and 2016.
Exactly, and in Minnesota as well. I mean, here, Kamala Harris, the Democrats put the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, on the ticket. This is one of the poorest showings by a Democratic presidential team in decades in Minnesota. It was the one state Ronald Reagan lost in 1984 in his landslide. So it's a very surprising result in the sense of the degree of popular support for Donald Trump. And what this will mean for America, I mean, you see this in Senate races, too. I mean, that Sherrod Brown lost in Ohio, that the Senate will go back to being a Republican Senate. Mitch McConnell, as the majority leader, all of Trump's appointments will go through without a hitch. It will be a very different political scene in America, and the country, despite this, will remain so divided. I mean, there's so many people in America who also despise Donald Trump. What will they think about their country going forward?
Tell me about when you were writing the speeches for Hillary Clinton, just how it works as a speechwriter, and whether you would have had a say about who to direct your audience. Was it simply a speechwriter would write it, or would you say, actually, let's make it to this audience? And I ask that question because I wonder whether Kamala Harris's team should have looked further, wider, perhaps considered the Joe Rogan show as well, because you're getting 40 million hits on YouTube. It's sneaking into the algorithms, and that's something that Donald Trump mentioned again tonight, that new way of broadcasting.
Yes, I think she should have. And I wrote back in 2020 that the Democrats needed to appeal to white men more. And Joe Biden, that was really what Joe Biden was able to do, peel off some white men to win in 2020. And that they have not spoken to issues that, I mean, many white men are not working, are underemployed, drug abuse, accidents, suicide rates are far higher among men in America than women, all sorts of health problems. And then the whole set of issues that were described in the campaign that Trump played on, that Ron DeSantis played on, of wokeness in America. And this is not to say that, you know, there should be strong support for LGBTQ rights, but did the Democrats have to focus so much on these issues rather than on economic bread and butter issues and health issues for many Americans?